The NBA season is just starting to heat up, and here to make some bold predictions is the guy who dishes the rock, Alex Sherron, and the man who rocks the rim, Greg Brzozowski. Guys, we're starting to see the NBA season take shape. The Eastern Conference is loaded. We could talk about them all day. But the Western Conference looks like the Lakers and everyone else. Who is the second best team in the West? Greg, we'll start with you.
It's got to be the Thunder. Calling the sky as the limit for this team is an insult. It's more like the moon. Kevin Durant's going to be the MVP of the team this season.
All right, Greg,
Russell Westbrook
I'm
has worked
stopping
his
you
way
there. I am stopping
into the
you.
best point guard
I'm
discussion.
stopping you right there. I gave you 5 seconds to have your little spiel. That's all I needed to hear.
Okay.
Other than Kevin Durant and other than Russell Westbrook, they have no one. They have people
Jeff
that
Green.
come,
They have James Harden.
Give me a break.
They have Eric
have no one
they
that
have a deep bench.
Give me a
keep
break.
it going.
There's no one on that team who can create their own shot. My team that I'm taking as the second place in the West has got to be the Portland Trail Blazers. From top to bottom, this starting roster, every single one of those players could come in and make a difference. Brandon Roy, Kobe Bryant himself called him the hardest matchup in the West. There's a reason for that. He is a great player. Batum can do anything he wants to. Andre Miller creates for that team. Camby, Aldridge, all of those players can do what they want to at any time. Then we got Greg Oden, who
don't go into
mark
Greg Oden.
my words.
No, go into Greg Oden, please.
Mark my words. Greg Oden is going to come back this season after he gets off his injury, and he will finish the season.
Ooh. Except he'll get hurt after 2 games.
He has the greatest defensive timing out of anyone in the league right now.
Okay. Surprising picks. I'm a little surprised with the Trailblazers. Greg Oden playing a full season. That'd be a bigger upset than anyone beating the Lakers. But let's look at bigger surprises. Who's going to be the surprise team in the East or West to come out of it? Alex, we'll start with you.
I was looking through. There's not really any surprise teams that caught my eye at first, but then I thought, I'm going to go with the same team I did last year, the Hawks.
Okay.
Now, people might say, wait, they finished third. This is a bad surprise for the Hawks.
Wow.
People are not going to be expecting this. Joe Johnson is going to come in with his big max contract, and they're going to be thinking, oh, we're going to do great this season. They started off 5-0. They've played no one. No one at all. Look, this team will not get home court in the playoffs.
Here's the thing, Sherron, though, they're still a good team. They're still a good team. They have the same nucleus from last year, but I'm looking at a great surprise this year.
They have the same team from last year,
So you think they're doing worse than last year?
They did not improve, whereas every other team improved. They are 6th seed at best.
Okay, Greg, who do
well,
you
I'm going
have?
to take a positive surprise, switch things around, not be Mr. Negative. I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Clippers. I think this team makes the jump from lottery team to playoff team this year. Eric Gordon averaging 20 points a game, and Blake Griffin already has a double-double in his rookie campaign after coming back from his injury last year. This team is dirty. They have a lot of great players. Vinny Del Negro's their one disadvantage at coach, but if you bring a good coach in there, I think this team is a regular contender for a strong playoff spot.
See, I completely agree with you on that, but to me, that's just not a huge surprise. I see them, and I see a great team.
They're a Clipper anytime they get up.
Well, listen, guys, we'll have to see how that pans out as far as these teams, living up to it, living up to your lofty expectations, and not so much you. But the NBA, they have a shrinkage problem, I believe. They're looking at a little contraction. Don't laugh too hard at that one. We're in college now. we're looking at a little contraction. What teams should stay? What teams should go? And how many teams are we going to end up with at the end?
Well, I think that you have to look at some kind of contraction because the league lost $370 million last year. That's a lot of money.
Now,
and you have to start scrapping some franchises. So what I do is I scrap 2 of them just to start basics. You scrap the Charlotte Bobcats, sorry, North Carolina, and then you scrap the
that hurts.
You scrap the Minnesota Timberwolves out in the Western Conference, a team that's done nothing. They've mattered nothing to the NBA.
First off,
and you work from there and see what works for the NBA.
Your first mistake is the league will never scrap anything that Michael Jordan owns.
Yeah, that's
Michael Jordan owns the Charlotte Bobcats.
They
will not do anything to that franchise.
Is the team making money, though? Is they making money?
It does not matter. Michael Jordan is part of that picture. He attracts fans. He attracts people to the NBA. No teams at all can be taken out of this league.
See, I would like that. No teams at all in the NBA. We have to take one last commercial break, but right around the corner, Christian and I will turn the tempo up and make moves in the hurry-up offense. Don't go anywhere.